February 2026 is a grounding month for Sagittarius. Not in a limiting way, but in a realigning one. This is the kind of month where your inner world gets louder, your priorities shift closer to home, and joy slowly but steadily returns to your life. You may feel more reflective rather than adventurous, more selective rather than spontaneous. And that's exactly what you need right now. If you are a Sagittarius, February is about building emotional roots that support future expansion. February 2026 draws your attention inward, with Mercury, Venus, and the Sun all moving through Pisces. Your fourth house is activated. It's the area of home, family, emotional security, roots, and inner stability. At the same time, Saturn enters Aries, beginning a long-term restructuring of your fifth house, which governs joy, creativity, romance, self-expression, and pleasure. This creates a powerful contrast. Your emotional foundation wants softness, safety, and reflection. Your creative and romantic life is being asked to mature. This month is about stabilizing your inner world so joy can grow sustainably. Emotionally, February can feel nostalgic, introspective, and quietly hopeful. Sagittarius may notice a stronger attachment to home or familiar environments, emotional sensitivity around family or the past, a desire for comfort and emotional safety, less interest in chaos or constant movement, and a subtle seriousness around pleasure or dating. Pisces energy softens your usually forward-focused mindset, turning your attention towards emotional needs. Saturn adds maturity, asking you to take happiness seriously, not impulsively. You may feel calmer, slower, and more emotionally aware, even if that feels unfamiliar. As Mercury enters Pisces, your thinking becomes more emotional and reflective. You may think about the past memories or family matters. You might feel mentally quieter. You could also communicate more emotionally at home and need more downtime to process thoughts. A navigation tip for you is do not rush emotional conversations. Clarity usually comes through gentleness. Venus in Pisces brings warmth and compassion to your home and inner world. You may desire a peaceful, beautiful living space. You might feel more emotionally open with family and experience nostalgia or sentimental moments. You could also feel drawn to comfort, music, or spiritual grounding. However, Venus here can idealize the past. Enjoy the warmth, but don't romanticize what's already ended. As the Sun enters Pisces later in the month, your emotional needs come into focus. You may feel called to prioritize rest, strengthen emotional boundaries, reconnect with what makes you feel safe, and create stability before expanding outward. This is about emotional nourishment, not isolation. One of the most important long-term shifts for this month is Saturn entering Aries, activating your fifth house. This begins a multi-year period focused on mature self-expression, serious creative pursuits, responsible romance, and sustainable joy. You may begin to feel less tolerance for meaningless fun, a desire to invest in creativity long-term, more seriousness around dating, and maybe even pressure to redefine what truly makes you happy. This transit doesn't remove joy, it refines it. Saturn asks you to commit to what genuinely lights you up. February may bring emotional focus on home or family, a desire to improve your living environment, reflection on past emotional patterns, and a need to feel grounded before taking any risks. This is a month of emotional recalibration. There are several things that are beneficial for Sagittarius that you can do for this month. You could create emotional and physical comfort. Spend time at home intentionally. Reflect on what joy really means to you. Take creative passions seriously. And most importantly, rest without guilt. Other helpful practices also include journaling, home organization, creative planning, and emotional grounding routines. It could also be wise to try to avoid escaping emotions through constant activity, ignoring emotional needs, rushing creative or romantic decisions, romanticizing the past excessively, and finally, forcing excitement when rest is needed. Saturn rewards sincerity, not distractions. This month teaches Sagittarius that expansion requires emotional grounding, and joy needs commitment. Stability supports freedom, and finally, inner security fuels outer growth. You're learning how to build happiness from the inside out. February 2026 invites you to slow down and listen inward. The emotional stability and creative clarity that you cultivate now will support your next chapter of expansion in powerful ways. Honor your roots, they're holding you steady. Before you go, just a little reminder. This reading is meant to be a general, monthly energetic overview, rather than a precise prediction of your life. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And always trust your own intuition and lived experience above anything else. If parts of this reading felt accurate, grounding, or comforting, that's usually a sign that it touched on themes already present in your awareness. And if some parts didn't land, that's completely okay too. Not every message is meant for every moment. And discernment is part of the practice. You're always the one in control of how you respond, what you choose, and where you place your energy. I hope this video gave you something useful. And if this helped you at all, feel free to like the video or subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.